Hi, how are you? And I'm Xingzhe Yu, and here's my solution of assignment 1 stopwatch. Now, first of all, the start-stop button can control the clock of the D flip-flop here to change the output. And I also use a simple logic circuit here to combine the reset button, which only can control the timer stop. I only have 5 minutes, so I will jump into the main timer circuit directly. The main circuit can be separated into two parts, which is the elapsed time and also the split time. In elapsed time part, I built two components, which are 0 to 9 and 0 to 6. As their name shows, 0 to 9 can count 0 to 9 and 0 to 6 can count 0 to 6. This is a detailed circuit of 0 to 9. I use 4 T flip-flop because 9 is equal to 1001 in binary, which is 4 bits. You also can find 4 D flip-flop here, which is used to avoid the illegal state. I use another OR gate here to control the pause as the clock pause input into the next counter. So when each counter back to 0 or start with 0, the output will change into 0. Because the circuits here are all built by the T flip-flop, so only the clock change, the counter's value will change when the input is 1. And then here is the 0 to 6 counter. It is very similar to 0 to 9. I just change the range. And we also can find that the last T flip-flop here is always 0 because I want to make sure the output is always 4 bits. Okay, now let's go back to the main circle. For the elapsed time in main circle, the output from each counter component will be transformed into a decimal number and show in each of the displays. So only the position of 10 seconds need 0 to 6 counter, and the others are all 0 to 9. Now let's go to the split time part. The main component called split time minute and second is used to stomp the time here. The output from the counter of each time is input into it, and inside of it, the circuit is here. And inside of it, the time will be transformed into 4 bits binary again. And each of them will be input into another component, which is called split 4-bit. That component is actually a register to stomp the 4-bit binary. It is built by 4 D flip-flop. The clock is controlled by the split button. So when the split button is clicked, the clock will change from 0 to 1 and back to 0. In this cycle, the time data will be stomped, and then the output will be transformed into that decimal number to be shown in another display here. I will show you it in the main circle. Here. And go into another same component. It's just like this one by one. The new time will be recorded, and the previous one will be input into the next split time component. I think that's all my circuit, and now I will show you how it works. Okay, just let me start the timer. Okay, now the clock is start. I will test the start and stop button. We can say the timer is start. It works pretty well. And then I stop it, the timer will stop. And when I click the reset button, all the things will come back to 0. Then I will test the split button. We can see the first 8 seconds is record here. And then I click again, that 8 seconds will come into that second one and also will be stomped. The new one will be stomped into that first one. Then I click it, and if I click again, that 8 seconds is removed, and the new recorder will come into the last one. It's just like this, and if I reset here, all of the things just come back to 0. Thank you. I think that's all.